Jerome.
This is John.
And this is Lit on Life podcast.
Let's get it, dude.
Yeah.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the Lit on Life podcast. This is episode 45. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, share the video. We're at 419 subscriptions right now, and it'd be kind of funny if you were the 420th one, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of ironic, right? I have an awesome guest here with me today, my friend Kaitlin. I met Kaitlin when I was working at Premier, around when I first started. And this poor girl walked in. She just smoked weed, and she was in a group with some people that were pretty rough. And I can relate to that too, because when I started Reach when I was a kid, all I did was smoke weed and drink, and I remember walking in and being like, what the fuck is this, dude? But dude, she's literally one of the best people I know. So grateful to have her on. So grateful to call her my friend, and I appreciate you doing this with me. I love you so much, dude. So we're just gonna start with something easy, and we're gonna figure out, since you're the coffee connoisseur, you're the queen of coffee at work. We're gonna start with, you're gonna pick which one you like better, beans and brew or Perks.
Well, probably beans and brew.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever been to Feel Love?
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's or Feel Love?
I don't know. I feel like I normally get tea.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you ever got coffee there?
I have, yeah. Their coffee is pretty good. Like, right down to the coffee. I'll put that one next to McDonald's. That's not a fair comparison.
Why? Which one do you pick?
Okay, I'll have to pick Feel Love.
Okay. All right, Starbucks and Dutch Bros got to pass. They're going to battle later, so we'll do beans and brew and Feel Love.
Beans and brew and Feel Love. Beans and brew.
Okay. Starbucks and Dutch Bros.
See, if we're talking about the coffee itself, the Starbucks coffee I think is the best, like that Pike Place coffee. We're just talking black coffee, that's the good one. But I would rather give Dutch Bros my money any day.
I can't believe you even thought about that.
They're like,
I thought it was going to be Dutch Bros no matter what.
well, Dutch Bros coffee is good, but really it boils down to the service that you get.
Yeah, they're so nice, dude.
Like, you can wait in line at Dutch Bros for 30 minutes and leave so happy. You do the same thing at Starbucks and you're like, God,
Fuck this place.
yeah.
Huh? What did you pick between beans and brew and Feel Love?
Or beans and brew.
Okay, so Starbucks, or Dutch Bros and beans and brew.
Oh, definitely Dutch Bros.
Okay, I figured Dutch Bros would get the win. So there it is. Best coffee in town.
Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros, by the master. We're drinking it right now. It was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, second question. Did you know that they changed the ABC song?
No.
Did you know that?
Did they really?
I swear to God. I watched it on it's a podcast called You Should Know podcast. And they literally changed the ABC song.
Like,
do you want to hear it?
really?
Let's listen to it, okay?
Okay, let's listen.
This is what it's the weirdest fucking thing. I should have looked, just make sure I can find it.
It's gonna throw so many things off.
I know, the whole world.
Sing it to the tune of the ABC song.
Or unleash your inner calm.
Skip the ad. On the YouTube
Poor
premiere.
kids.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q,
Oh my
S,
God.
T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B,
What,
C.
who
Oh,
was the teacher
no, and
done?
then it goes XYZ. Oh, they didn't finish it, but then it doesn't say now I know my ABC. Now it's not, and now I know the alphabet or something. The letters to the alphabet is what it says at the end. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's gross.
The world is fucked, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Okay. You have two amazing daughters.
Yes, I do.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, it depends. Either of them are my favorite.
I know.
Really, but there's like times I'd prefer to take one to do something over the other one or whatever. Abby's normally the one that like stays at home with me and will just follow me around and do stuff. Ellie's the more adventurous one.
They're awesome.
Abby actually lost both of her teeth yesterday.
Dang.
Yeah. One of them fell out and then,
How much that cost you?
well, nothing yet because she slept in my mom's. But Ellie got $20 for her first two.
Oh,
but now
shit,
we're trying to
that's-
figure out what to do because there's two of them. And one of them is her first.
What is it 20 standard for the first one?
I don't know. I just had $20 of cash when Ellie lost hers, so it worked out like that.
You set the bar high.
Yeah, I
Really
did it
high.
by accident.
That's
Didn't
funny.
Get through.
So you told me you don't know your favorite movie. What's your favorite band or artist right now that you've been listening to?
Really, just listen to a lot of reggae music right now.
I noticed that. Are you on an MGK kick too?
Yeah, like the fake love song or the cliche song. Yeah.
I listened to that, the Cliche album, and I was stuck on it for like 2 weeks. I was like, what the fuck is going on with you right now? I've always gone.
Crystal rubbed off on all of us. That's the same thing happened to me. I just started listening to
I
that
know.
song. It was like stuck
It gets
in my
stuck
head
in your
all
head,
the
dude.
time.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Do your kids like it?
Yeah. They do.
I tried to send it to my cousin. I've been trying to get my cousin George, because I liked MGK when he was rapping a lot back in the day. I liked him a lot. And I've always tried to get my cousin Jordan to listen to MGK, and he refuses. And I was like, bro, you and Addison will love this song together. I'm telling you. He refuses. He won't do it.
Don't even
Fuck you,
try
Jordan.
it.
He won't.
Wow.
No.
No, we should try it now. Just he's forced to listen to it when he watches.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to. So I kind of want to just start off with some easier questions, and now we'll go into like I just want to kind of ask you what your life was like before treatment, before you went to Premier. What was life looking like? What was going on? How were you dealing with things? You know, whatever.
Well, before I went to Premiere, let's see. Well, I lived with one of my friends at her house for a while, and I would basically just go to work and smoke weed all the time.
Where were you working at?
At that time, I
Trouble
was
with Sweden?
working at Convergys, a call center
Oh.
at AT&T. It was the worst job.
Was it
I've
terrible?
ever had in my whole
Yeah,
life.
call centers are tough, dude.
Never had a job that made me feel more depressed.
Yeah,
It
they're
was the
tough,
only
dude.
job that I ever no call, no show to.
I just remember talking to you a little bit, and you didn't even realize you were kind of doing it before, but you eventually kind of realized that to basically do anything, you had to smoke weed or to enjoy anything or to like.
Yeah, that was like the thing. Like everyone knew if you were hanging out with me, we were gonna be stoned, and it was really funny. Honestly, I loved to hang out with people because every time they were with me, they were like more high than they had ever been in their whole life, and it was like that was my reputation. You know, I had
Yeah.
to uphold that, and it was great. I would take people out with my friend Kimberly all the time, just get them really, really high. I don't know, to look back now, it's wild to think of all the unsafe situations I put myself in, but it was really fun then.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
was fun till it wasn't.
Till Ryan ruined it for you.
Yeah.
What did you think about Premiere when you first started?
It was one of those, like, is this real? things. Like, I kept thinking that, like, am I really doing this right now? I just show up here and it's all these, like, scary drug addict people all around me that, like, just got out of prison or something, you know? Like, I remember turning around out of the room and telling Ryan, I think that's the wrong group. And he was all, no, that's the right one. I was all, okay then, just go sit down. And all I could do was listen. I was too scared to even say one thing. And to like, what would I have to say to all these people, they're like really experiencing shit in their life.
That group was really.
I gotta watch. But it was like really, I mean, it showed me where my life was heading, you know, because like very quickly I could see why I was in that group, and I could relate with the things that those people were feeling and going through, even though we were using different substances.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it didn't even matter that my drug of choice was different, because all of our problems were exactly the same. Like, it didn't really matter.
Did you ever feel out of place because you just smoked weed?
That really at the beginning I did, but then like that, it started to shift because I started to realize too, all these people are like twice my age. So then I just became really grateful that I was able to go through that at a younger age than all of them, because now like I don't have to pull my kids through all the pain and suffering that I had to go through as a kid with my dad, and so it's, I don't know.
What you thought probably was the worst thing ever probably turned out to be an actually really good thing.
Well, and it's weird to now, like I can go out and hang out with people and do things and not be high.
Yeah.
And it's
weird concept.
Yeah, it is, really.
I was the same way, like, you know that obviously, but like, I smoked weed for everything. When I was younger, I had this, you know, I progressed to things later, but for a long time I drank and smoked weed, and I had to always be at least stoned, you know. Drinking usually later in the night, but yeah, dude, it was an everyday part of my life. I didn't like watching sports as much if I wasn't stoned. I didn't like playing music. I didn't like listening to music. I didn't like I had to have it for everything.
Right. If we're gonna paint.
And if I'm gonna drink, I need to smoke weed. And if I'm gonna smoke weed, I need to drink.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta go together. Yeah, I remember feeling like that for you. Just like, for like the first few times I talked to it, like, oh no, this poor girl, dude. Because I remember that group, and it was kind of rough, dude. And I mean, we have rough groups still sometimes, but that was an abnormally rough group in their own special way. It was a cool group and a rough group at the same time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I was so grateful for her, dude. We'd go to the gym. She would work out with me. She was the only one that would really work out with me. And I mean, Billy would, but Billy only did it to show me up the whole time. Fuck you, Billy. Love you, Billy. But fuck you. Yeah, and you just made it great, dude. There's so many times when you were there that, like, I literally wanted to quit my job at that time. I told you this because I felt like we were almost, what I was doing was pointless almost, because nobody listened to a word I said, and like, you know, and then you would come in and talk to me, and you'd be like so open and so real with me, and you would like actually listen, and you went through a lot, dude, when you went through there. You really did, and we can relate. I didn't want to bring up like certain family things really with you, you know, in case somebody watches it or whatever, but we've had a lot of the same struggles parents-wise. Our dads are a little crazy, that's all I'll say. You know, like our dads have gone through a lot of the same struggles, and in turn that's put us through a lot of the same struggles. And yeah, you dealt with a lot, dude, while you're there, and you did it like a savage, dude. It's cool. I love you. When was the moment you believed that you could stay sober? Because you struggled at first, right?
Yeah. Because it was just so ingrained into literally everything that I did. Like, waking up in the morning was a trigger for me, you know? Like, so I'd go for periods of time, and then just something would happen, and it would just be brought up, and I was gonna smoke it if it was there. And I just remember the moment for me where I was like, wow, I think I get it now. I was at the All Abilities Park with my kids, just watching them play, and I was sitting on a bench, and like the cloud moved away and the sun just hit me, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa, this is what being in the present moment is.
Yeah.
This is what they're talking about at Premiere. Like, I'm in the sun. And it was like awesome.
Yeah.
And I wasn't high. I don't know, it was like a high on its own.
It
a
is.
Sober high.
Brian was just talking about that in group the other night, like, and a few people, God, I fucking went down the wrong tube when I drank that. We're talking about it too, like when you're in the present moment, it's like euphoric almost.
Yeah.
You know, it truly is, and getting stoned is, and everything else. God damn, that fucked me up. Takes you away from that, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't even realize what you're missing.
You don't.
And you can think it's just weed, and there's no judgment to anybody that smokes weed or whatever. I have no problem with that. And if you do it, however you do it, I don't care. You know, that's your deal. But like for Kaitlin, she realized that it did affect her and it did cause problems, and she wasn't in the moment. And yeah, when Ryan talks about being in the present moment, you're like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, yeah, when I'm in the present moment, I can feel it through my body, and I remember hearing him say that stuff, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. I would sit in those groups and just be like, this is so fucking weird.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't even know what they're talking about.
breathing and just sitting here listening to this dude talk all this woo-woo shit. Listen to all these like psycho people try to find a response to that. I don't know. And when you feel it, it is amazing.
Did you ever feel it during breathing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's like one of the best present moments, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah. Dude, the hour-long sessions I've done have been incredible, dude. So amazing. I remember doing it just like, I can't believe I paid all this money for drugs when I could have just fucking felt this, dude, for free.
I know.
I've been locked up my whole life, and I could have just done this?
The whole time you're in jail.
Yeah, fuck.
Like breathing treatments in jail.
Did you feel proud of yourself when you graduated?
I really did. I didn't, I feel like a lot of the things I do in my life, I'm just doing them because I feel like I have to, you know?
Yeah.
And that was one time where I did it because I had to, but when I got to that point, I was doing it because I wanted to, you know? And I almost got to the point I didn't want to graduate because I was enjoying being there so much, and just all the changes and the connection that I felt there was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just hadn't really ever experienced that before. Even when I quit smoking weed, I didn't care that any of my friends did, but it was they didn't want to hang out with me anymore because we weren't smoking. I wasn't fun to them anymore, and it was really fun to go to premiere and just do fun things with people, and we're all sober and getting to know each other on a really deep level. And I was scared to lose that.
Yeah, it becomes a part of your life, you know, and it's there's not many places where there's meetings and stuff, but that's kind of a different atmosphere. You're not there with the same people every day. It's once a week or twice a week, you know, and you get maybe that thing. Fuck, dude.
Gotta drink more.
Is that the thing? Drink more? I feel like I was gonna make it worse. Let's go for it. You might have been right. But you gain those connections with people, you know, and it's scary to lose that. And yeah, I was gonna ask you about making meals. Was that a big confidence booster for you? Because I remember before that you were reliant on somebody for money, and yeah, 100% reliant, not making any of your own money, you know. And remember you got so excited you had a page for it or something. You were starting to build you were thinking maybe to go to school, were you?
Yeah, before I started working at.
Yeah. Did that help you?
Yeah, it was really helpful. It helped boost my confidence a lot, actually, when Ryan suggested to me. I was thinking, who would want to pay me to make them food? Nobody's gonna actually do that. I just figured that Ryan was doing it to be nice or whatever, you know, and tons of people were so interested in that, and it gave me something fun, a hobby to do in the meantime when I was in that group. And having the money, it really, I think, was helping me even though I didn't realize it, just build my own independence.
Yeah.
But that was more like just a side perk to it, because like searching up the recipes and actually cooking the recipes, like that to me is a form of meditation. Like you get
Cooking?
so in the
Yeah.
present moment right there, and just, I don't know, you're at the stove and getting your spices going, and this is happening, and that's happening, and sink's going, and kids are screaming at each other.
I used to actually cook quite a bit, and Kiana won't believe this when she hears it, but I used to cook for myself, and I actually liked it, you know. I actually at one point in my life liked it. I hate it now, but I just microwave corn dogs now. But but yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I lived off of Hot Pockets when I was younger, and eggs and ramen.
How have you been able to raise 2 daughters basically on your own? I know your mom, she's watching them right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you do have like some, like, if you need some help, it's possibly there, you know. But for the most part, like, you've been doing this basically on your own. It's impressive because they're not like chill kids. They're like wild. They can be chill, you know, but they're kids, the same age almost,
Yeah.
like Irish twins.
They're awesome though.
They are awesome.
And they really just bring so much joy to my life. I guess it's one of those things too where like I don't feel like I have an option to not do it, you know, so just do it the best I can.
You do great. Like you truly, and the whole time you've done a really good job. They're such good kids.
Yeah, they really are, so it makes it a little bit easier.
You've done such a good job, and it's impressive. When you started at Premier, did you ever think you'd end up working there?
No, and really when Ryan first offered me a job, I thought he was totally joking. So I was like, yeah, I'll start Monday. And he was like, really? And I was like, looking at Johnny like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, I feel like it was an inside joke or something that I wasn't aware of. And I don't know, that was like wild. And it felt really weird at first to be like on the other side of the desk when I was just like sitting in group treatment with these people. And I don't know, but then too, it makes it more fun. Like I'll be sitting at the desk and I want to help people, and I think because I've gone through treatment and stuff, like there's some things that I can just like, oh, what about this thing? Because I've seen it happen before with somebody else, and like I've had clients even compliment me on that and be like, thank you for taking the time and like looking that up and figuring that out. And I'm like, it's my pleasure. You know, like it's just, it's weird. Like it's like I'm giving back now from the place that brought me to where I'm at now. It's like, I don't know, to look back clear to my childhood and just see how God had all these puzzle pieces laid out, you know, even right down to my girls. Like, I didn't understand in the moment how all this was going to fit together, but here I am.
No, hindsight's always 20/20, but I didn't think you'd end up working for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I figured someday they would have a residential and I'd be the residential chef.
That's a good.
Yeah, that was my aspiration. So I was going to go to school while they opened a residential.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Kiana was
Which
supposed
still
to
could
run
happen.
the house if, like, the house manager or whatever that does like all the scheduling. You know, dude, that'd be such a hard job.
Yeah.
Shout out to Julie Watson that did the steps like a boss, dude. Great. She was a great boss, too. I loved her. Her was my boss. What's your least favorite thing about working at Premier?
When people, DV clients specifically, come in to schedule their appointment and I have to tell them that they do not have all the things that they need to schedule their appointment, and they get mad. That's the worst part.
You do such a good job up there, dude.
Or when Chris calls and he's rude to me on the phone.
Yeah, Chris. What the fuck, dude? Now he works. So how's it feel, dude? I'm gonna pay clients to call and bitch at you, dude. You deserve it, you motherfucker. Good job. That was great. Good job. What's your favorite part about working there?
Just feeling like I have a family all the time, you know. It's like so fun. I feel like we all like come into work and every one of my coworkers that walks in, I'm like, you're
I
here
know.
now. You're
Yeah,
here
every time I
now.
walk in, I'm like,
You're here now, yay.
she's so nice, dude. And then I walk in and you're just like, Tyrone. I'm like,
That's honestly probably like the
some days I
best
don't want to
part
fucking
is
be
when
there, you know?
everyone walks in.
Some days you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You know, then you walk in and Caitlin's like, Tyrone.
Hey.
And I'm like, oh shit, okay, I can be here today. Not that I hate it or anything, just some days you don't want to fucking work, you know?
Yeah.
Some days
Yeah.
it's hard enough to deal with yourself,
Yeah, for sure.
let alone other people, you know, but
You go.
I've gotten better at it, but I'm glad we were both a shit show when you were going through there, because I think you helped me just as much as I helped you. I did ask you what your favorite thing is, huh? Dude, I had another question for you I was going to ask. Was this as hard as you thought it was going to be?
No, it's way less uncomfortable.
It's easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides me choking on my coffee and coughing the whole time. Yeah, it's easy. It just takes a second to loosen up and then you're fine.
Yeah.
That's why I started off with coffee. I figured you'd be.
Yeah. Well, I
Good with that.
figured that would be good too.
I didn't want to eat, and I also thought, I was like, I don't know if I want to put Kaitlin in the position to have to decide who's funniest at work. Because I feel like Caitlin's the type of person that will feel bad
Oh, yeah.
for picking somebody over somebody else and she'll worry about it. So I didn't want to do that to you. So I just figured we'd do a coffee bracket instead. I wanted to ask you, because I've sucked at them too. Like when I first started working in treatment, the clients walked all over me, dude. Like at steps. I had no boundaries. I was horrible at it. But learning to set boundaries for me has been huge, you know, and I can see you doing it, and I can see it's a progress and a work in progress, but you're getting much better at it. What has setting boundaries done for you?
It's helped me to maintain peace in my life.
I feel like it's a form of, like, the biggest form of self-love.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you don't have boundaries, it's like if you let people walk on you and do whatever they want, it's like, it's almost like proving that you don't really love yourself almost, you know? Like,
Well,
even
that's
though you
like
want
how
to,
I
it's
lived
like-
for a very long time because I didn't realize that I could tell people, no, I don't want to do that, or no, I'm not okay with that, or that makes me feel weird. I felt like that was rude to
Yeah.
tell people that, so I would just do a lot of things that I didn't really want to do because I felt like I needed to. And now I guess having my kids, it helps me to be way more mindful of that because I want them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And really, they're very good at it right now, so they help me a lot.
Yeah, kids will tell you, fuck you, you know?
Yeah, they will.
They're like, no.
And they'll do it to other people too,
Yeah.
and like, when they do it to other people, it's not like they're looking at my kids being like, that was so
Kids are good
rude.
teachers, dude.
Yeah.
They're really good. Ryan talks about that all the time, but they're good in tons of ways. They're good teachers in all sorts of ways. Sometimes they're a little too blunt.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're fat. You know, walk up to somebody and just say rude shit. Well, it's sometimes funny.
You're old. You have wrinkles.
Sora one time walked up. We were at my buddy's house, and Sora, she's like 2 years old, and we're walking up. Some chick was kind of in her way, and she grabbed her by on the leg and goes, "Move, bitch!" It was the funniest thing. We died laughing. It was so funny.
One thing that
Like,
Ellie does
what?
that always embarrasses me is whenever we're out in public and she hears people talking in Spanish, she'll start pretending to talk in Spanish. And she has no idea how to talk in Spanish, so I know it's very obvious to these people who know that she just beep bop boop bop, you know, and I'm like, please can you stop doing that, dude?
That's funny. Is there anything else that you wanted to get off your chest, or anything you wanted to say, or?
No, not really. Thank you.
You're welcome.
for having
Did
me
you have fun?
on. Yeah, I did.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did great. Thanks for listening to me choke on my coffee and cough the whole time. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, please like, follow, subscribe, share the video. Stay lit, dude. That's it. Peace.
Peace.